Hello, everyone.
Heyo.
Hello, people.
Hi.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Everybody! Time for the second version of our Fandub retrospective.
For Volume 2.
I gotta say, it's wonderful to be back.
Honestly, yeah, it's wonderful to be back here with you guys and to talk to you guys again about how production went as well. Shall we give a refresh to the people here who we are and what we do for the project?
Of course. Hello, everyone. I am Pettrull. I am the founder, the director, and one of the editors.
Woo!
Yay! There's our first awkward
Everyone
silence
clap.
for the sake.
Woo.
Yay!
Get it out of the way. Let's go.
Yay! Alright. Who's next?
Hi. 3 highs. I'm Armani, and I make music. Oh, I do a little voice acting too, but mostly music for this part.
He's a great writer. He makes a lot of music.
Thank you.
I'm Reee. You probably know me best as the voice of Usagi. I do some smaller edits, kind of like the memeier videos.
We love him all the same. He does a lot of great editing.
We do, and they do, and he does.
I am Koby, also known as Curious, and you all probably know me from the last volume release, and if you don't, it's a little weird you're watching this one without watching the first one, but it's alright. I'm actually in charge of the sound effects and assisting our great editors here with audio.
And I am Phoenix. You might recognize he's the voice of Dragona, but I basically kind of do the editing and whatnot here for this project. Can you believe it, guys? We're growing.
We're getting bigger, guys!
Yeah, we are getting bigger, especially for those who might have noticed we have a new face here in our project. Yeah, Armani, as he mentioned, is our music guy. Kind of a funny story. So Armani was also the person who made the artwork for our podcast. Yeah, I commissioned him to make that artwork, and then after kind of talking back and forth with him, he asked if he can kind of make music for our production. And we were like, yeah, sure, why the hell not?
And I just have to say that the first piece of music that he made for us, the Wildcat Size theme, is absolutely fantastic.
Thanks a lot, people. I was just about to say, I was kind of fighting for my life at first on that track. You're actually listening to the second version of it. The first one was not great.
Yeah, we could talk a lot more about it when we talk about how chapter 6 and 7 then. But first, because you are a new member of our team, we have to know, what are your top 3 artists?
Oh, I thought you were just going to crucify me. Yeah, Machine Girl, Turquoise Death, and Gorillaz.
Ooh. I think Koby mentioned that Gorillaz is one of his favorites, if I recall. Or was it Matt?
And I have to say.
Gorillaz is really good.
Not in the last interview. I think my 3 there were Led Zeppelin, Kendrick Lamar, and Weird Al. But I am a big fan of Gorillaz.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I think I'm mixing you up with Matt then, because I think Matt was the one who said Gorillaz.
Matt doesn't like
me
like Gorillaz.
Yeah, Gorillaz is a good band.
Now that we have gotten introductions aside, I think it's time we start talking about the first chapter that is in Volume 2. Chapter 5,
Chapter 5, yeah.
we're actually the first to go beyond Chapter 2. Yeah. So, we're the first to do anything beyond Volume 1. There's a lot we had to learn and figure out with that kind of thing.
I honestly kind of got a bit of anxiety with starting with Chapter 5, because at this point, like, I've just been like, yeah, we're just doing it now. I'm just like, oh my gosh, we are really doing it. Like, we are still marching on and still doing the stand-up, and this is the farthest that, like, we've gone by far, and by anybody who's been trying to do a fandub for the JOJOLands. And so, oh gosh, like, part of me wonders though if like there would be other fandubs for JoJoLands that will pop up in the future, are they going to see our stuff and like be like, oh, this is what they do, what if we do this instead, or like how do we match this or something? And so that all kind of drives me to be like, oh, we have to do really well. And
Man, I hope
I
we
know
have some
that's
more
the
people. Some more people giving it a shot. Challenge us.
Yeah.
Make your own versions. We want to see what your ideas are for different scenes. And if you can't do like a full fan dub, just do one scene. We'd love to see
Oh
it.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. Especially like I guess the sound effects were really interesting for chapter 5, mainly because there was that one scene where Rohan kind of falls into like the floors because of Jodio's like use of November Rain. And I remember talking to Koby like, hey, can you figure out like some sort of sound effect for this? Because I don't think we can just simply use like a groundbreaking kind of sound effecting. And I remember you mentioned, Koby, about how like you were playing with some tiles and it kind of inspired you a little bit for that scene.
At the time anyway, I was helping my dad out with it was just the the laundry room. He was retiling it, or we were going to retile it with those, and some of them broke. And I was like, a nice house like the Villa Rohan's in probably has, probably anyways, if I just had to take a wild shot in the dark, probably has tiled floors, so it makes sense for that to be the sound that's there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like hearing that, like I actually kind of replayed that like sound effect over and over while I was setting up the editing stuff. I'm like, oh, this sounds really nice. It's just my brain in a way that I don't know how. I don't know if that's the word to describe it.
Yeah, sometimes I kind of had to really like rack my brain for it.
Yeah, that was a really like nice little detail thing to kind of like do and whatnot. And I think it was chapter 5 that you actually edited a little bit of the scenes as well. And so a lot of like, or not just the doing sound effects, but you did a work with like the audio and like the voice lines, correct? If I recall. Yeah. So how was that for you?
I will say it gives, whenever I have to work on the lines, I get very, honestly, I'll just say it, I get kind of nervous because I'm like, sometimes I feel like I'm not really the best at doing that sort of thing. Perhaps it's just like anxiety on my part, but like I kind of stress over details, and then obviously we have to get it like right. Like there's certain sections, even in some of the later chapters, where I really had to like play around with stuff because just honestly, pretty frankly, we just had the issue of like certain sections I just like misplaced because when I edit, I kind of do it in a weird style where I'm like cutting things out. And then, from the original, because I make extra copies, and then when I find something, I'm like, okay, I'm going to play like this section and this section. And for that, sometimes it gets a little bit nerve-wracking, especially if like I cut a little too much or too little, and I'm like, oh crap, like I gotta hop back in there, see what I can do to fix that.
Yeah. Well, usually like whenever I feel kind of like that myself, it's basically just saying that you definitely care and you're working your damn hardest, and what you're going to make ultimately is going to be damn good. And so I think you did a fantastic job and whatnot. And aside, like anxiety aside, like I think you should be really proud of like the end results that you've created.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
definitely.
chapter 5 is also, yeah, I think chapter 5 was also kind of funny too because especially the scene where like Paco and Usagi are finally waking up and they're just so mad at Ron, and like we kind of just put like a bunch of like memes and funny things for them to say, and I don't know if well, this is a production kind of like thing, but like I don't know if Reee, you want to comment on like you like as Usagi for that scene and whatnot.
Yeah, no, it's very funny when Usagi gets into like those heightened emotions. It's very funny that this is kind of bordering into the cast retrospective instead of the crew retrospective, but
yeah,
we can allow a little overlap.
I don't mind.
A little bit of overlapping.
Yeah, it's very funny to do those heightened emotions, which is why I'm very excited for when we get to the Bags Grooves arc, because it's coming.
We will get there. We will get there soon.
I am so excited for that arc. That arc's gonna be so fun. Dude,
I think yeah.
Honestly, when it comes
Sorry,
to
go on.
like a bunch of background sounds, you get like even when you're editing, you don't notice one, and like when you're like reading over or listening over to your edits and stuff like that, you randomly hear it and you're like, wait, they said that? It's there's just so much detail that the audio editors put into every single like scene. It's with all the background voices and all the background sounds, stuff like that. It feels extremely professional, and I'm as a non-audio editor, I am just in awe at how good it all sounds, you know?
Yeah. I think even though, or I wouldn't say chapter 5 is like a mega serious scene, but like I do notice that with this particular volume, I've been like asking you guys like, hey, should we keep this line? Should we not keep this line? Will it make things like too unserious and whatnot? And pretty much 9 out of 10 times, you guys have been like, keep the line. Just keep the line in there. I think, like, for chapter 5, we have, Paco saying a lot of references. There was a Brazilian meme that, like, Matt was asking if we could put in there. And, like, at first I was like, would this actually kind of, like, be a little bit weird to put in and whatnot? But then I think one of you guys was just like, no, put that meme in. It'd be so hilarious. Especially because the meme comes from one of my favorite childhood movies, Barbie's Rapunzel. And
of all things.
Of all things, yeah. Barbie Rapunzel, like, I thought that there was only the meme in English where, like, the little fair guy just goes, give him to me! Oh!
No.
But apparently, yeah, but apparently Brazil has, like, a scene that people like to quote a lot. So if you can figure out what that scene is, it's somewhere in chapter 5 for sure. Another reference is FNAF. We reference Five Nights at Freddy's. It kind of, yeah. I think Mike was the one who came up with like humming that tune, because I told Mike like, hey, like come up with something that JoJo would be humming for this scene. And at the same time, I was telling Robo, who was playing the operator, like, hey, we're gonna have you play the operator, and can I have you say, like, hello, 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 on the line, as one of the things you would be saying. And that paired really well, surprisingly.
We have a lot of references hidden in the, like, smallest of places, and it's hilarious.
And of course the most famous one, Rohan going, I refuse. Dude, did you guys... Yeah, like, hearing that for the first time, like, because something that I like to do when it comes to, like, editing things is I would, like, post progress of how the sounds go to the team. And just... I had River Dude say the line both in Japanese and in English, and it just moves out so well. I thought at first that he should only say it like in English or only say it in Japanese, but when I put it both together, it's like chef's kiss. Like, River Dude, you did such a good job.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
So good. It was so good. Super good.
that again, Reee? I think you cut out.
It might be picking up my roommates talking.
Oh.
I'm trying to adjust it so it's like you only hear me, but the walls are kind of thin.
Is your roommate playing Marvel Rivals again?
No, they're different roommates.
Oh.
Because I'm in a different apartment now.
I see.
I get my own bathroom.
Yay. You should give us a room tour when you get a chance.
Yeah, when I actually finish putting up stuff. Because I did.
Mm-hmm.
Never, ever, ever trust command strips, by the way, because they keep falling off the wall in the middle of the night. I've been hit in the head like at least twice while I'm sleeping.
Wow.
From either it's been the curtain rod and then it was the poster, which when the poster fell, the frame broke and like shattered. And I was like, well,
God.
Oh no, that's horrible.
yeah.
That's awful.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So, thankfully the poster wasn't ripped or anything, so I just took the poster out and tossed the frame, and now I gotta go get a new one and figure out how I'm gonna hang stuff up.
Better tape, I guess? I don't really know.
Yeah, some re-lore dropping for you guys. This is why you should listen to our podcast.
Because I also got, I don't know if you can tell a difference in the sound or not, but I also got like acoustic panels, like the little foam panels off of Amazon, because I found a gift card. And I have them like up on the wall, and they're hanging with like these like adhesive Velcro strips that are like worth 10 times. I don't know if it's because the foam is like not even 1 pound, but they've all been sticking on the wall. Very great. Anyways.
Hopefully you can figure out what to hang up on your walls. Yeah, trying to figure out though, like, is there anything else we need to talk about with Chapter 5 in terms of production? Oh, yeah. So, I guess because I'm one of the writers for the Fandub, there was a sort of interesting kind of writing situation, because in the beginning, Rohan was told by the phone operator to stay on the line, but then Jodio kind of suddenly says, hey, Rohan-sensei, can you call them back? And so it kind of it was a little bit strange to kind of like look into, because it didn't really indicate that Rohan like hung up, and the way like 911 operators like work in Japan compared to America, it would make sense for Rohan to like hang up, but then Rohan was told not to hang up and stay on the line. But then Jodio tells him to call them back. And I don't know whether like it's like a thing that Araki kind of forgot, or maybe it's like a weird translation kind of thing. So when rewriting the lines, I had to kind of figure out exactly like what the heck was going on and to write in a way that seemed kind of natural. I don't know, when you guys were reading that section of the script, like, did it make sense to you kind of how I ended up kind of setting it up and whatnot? Where I basically made it so that Jodio noticed that the call was still on, and he decides to do the gutsy move of like secretly turning it off while Rohan watches.
Yeah, that makes just about as much sense. Like,
yeah, because like the whole idea with like Rohan being like, you're pretty interesting, it kind of sets up with Jodio destroying the phone, or destroying the lava rock with the phone and whatnot, and acting that way for Rohan to be like, this kid isn't just like being smart, he's ballsy. He doesn't care that the cops are coming. He only cares about getting one thing out of it, and he's going to do anything for it kind of vibe.
Yeah. And obviously, as you said, when it comes to translating from Japanese to English, not everything's gonna stick as it does in Japanese. So when we get these translations, sometimes it won't make as much sense as it would, and so we just have to go off of what we have.
I think it also pairs a little bit with like the FNAF references too, because like Jodio turning off the phone just when the operator just goes hello, 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 and he's humming the March of the Toreador. I forgot what was the name, like March of the something that people called it.
Yeah, I think it's called March of the Toreador.
Toreador? Toreador. I cannot pronounce it. How do you say Toreador? Is it like that?
I don't think we have anyone who knows how to pronounce that.
Yeah, Toreador? I don't know. I don't think we have any.
Fellas, we have a conundrum.
We have a conundrum. Yeah, if you know how to pronounce stuff, join our fandom. We might need some help.
Actually, seriously, that might be a good idea. We might need to get some guys who know how to pronounce stuff like that. We might be getting some weird names soon.
Yeah.
My best guess is that it's pronounced Toreador.
Toreador?
Toreador.
Yeah. Alright, comment below. How does Toreador or whatever is pronounced? Yeah, comment below so that we get more interactions, you get more views, therefore more subscribers, and you get more content. See?
Don't tell them our secrets!
Oh, we can cut this out. Yeah.
Chapter 5.
Yeah.
Moving on to chapter 6.
And 7. Or another combination
6, 7.
chapters.
Oh, yeah. 6.
Yeah,
Stop! No! I don't even know what it means!
I don't even know what it means either. I just know it's like
6, 7!
a meme.
I don't get this
inside
joke.
I think it's one of those Gen Alpha memes or something. We're too old for this.
Yeah. I'm not on
mango.
TikTok. I don't. Hot dog, taco, hamburger? Please tell me.
Okay, anyway.
Comment down below what does 6-7 mean.
Okay, our combination, this mix of two chapters, just like the last one, is a lot of work. It's a lot of action as well.
Yeah. It was, I think, compared to 3 and 4, it's like this one had way more action. 3 and 4 was like kind of tame. Because Rohan is mostly beating the gang's asses. But like 6 and 7 is when we see like the real like meat of or first really big stand kind of like encounter with a stand that we've never seen before and we're not familiar with. And well, when we reached this chapter, I actually was slightly dreading producing this chapter because I remembered a lot of people kind of stopped reading JOJOLands or staying up to date with it because 6 and 7 was like not their like favorite chapter. It's like, oh man, like of all the things to like start with, cats, like this is so boring, man, and especially given that it's a monthly thing. I was just like, well, we have to find a way to like make this 6 and 7 like really entertaining then and whatnot. And oh my god, it was so challenging, especially with how many action scenes there are. But luckily, what we did have was really good music. Especially for the scene starting with Jojo getting trapped and then kind of leading to the end of chapter 6. And I think this is where Armani comes in.
Yeah, tell us about her music.
Yeah.
Well, about the music, there was one note. There were maybe 2 notes. The piano melody at the end, I had no idea what to do there. I actually have an audio here of when I stored it for later. I just randomly thought of it in the shower and then peeked out and hummed it into my phone. And the other note, I actually mentioned this in the group chat a few days ago. There's a little meow sound effect in the second part of the song. It's not a cat. It's a grown man's voice that's been changed and altered.
We could say it's Charlie Man's voice, actually. Just meow.
Look, man, you gotta do anything to get paid.
Anything to get paid.
Charlie Man Discourse Kitchen Canon?
kitten.
Oh my
I need
God.
a voice sound effect for this song I'm making.
Meow.
Oh my God.
Another
Sometimes running a farm is like really expensive. You gotta do what you gotta do, especially in like a expensive place like Hawaii.
Alright.
Not even a stat helps me get money.
It was it was really interesting because like up until this point we actually we actually have been using music from like other YouTubers. Like these are already pre-made, and so this was like kind of our first time working with someone who was making music for us, as well as like working back and forth to provide feedback on how the music should be and whatnot. And I remember I talked to you a lot about this, Armani, about like the sort of vibe that I wanted to go with it. And the thing that I was most concerned about is that we needed something that was really action-packed, but at the same time, we know that we're going to be hearing a lot of characters basically yelling in pain. And it may sound weird if those yells do like clash with the music. And whatnot, and I'm so sorry for constantly being like, hey, can you change this and like change that and all this stuff for the project and whatnot. But I'm really happy with like kind of the end results of what we ended up having, which you can now hear on our channel. We've uploaded the full kind of song now on our channel, so go ahead and give that a listen after this podcast.
And
I listen
click
to
the
it a
link
lot.
on my account that is totally functional and not missing a letter.
Oh, wait, did I forget a letter?
You forgot the letter in the link. But
Fudge.
I am glad it worked out. No need to apologize, because if I didn't know how it was supposed to be from the editor's point of view, that would cause some issues.
Yeah. You know what's funny though is that like when you gave like the sort of almost close to the end result of it, initially I thought like we're gonna use like one half of the music for chapter 6 and then have the other half follow for chapter 7. But then that second half that you made fits so well for like chapter 6 that I ended up keeping that in for chapter 6 and using something else for chapter 7. And so once again, like just like things happening during the editing section where like things that I have initially planned suddenly going a different way and actually be doing a lot better. And it really showed how versatile your kind of music style is because of like the whole like music switch that happens in the music or in the scene and how well it really paired off. Also, I remember somebody commented on the video saying that it kind of sounded like cats playing with strings, honestly. And I'm like, now that like I read that comment, like it does kind of have that sort of vibe. In a sense, was that like kind of the thing that you were like thinking of when you were making that like song? Or like what was kind of your inspiration for like how like the music kind of came to be?
Well, that was correct. Strings. I'm not very experienced with music, but I do think strings are good for tension and action. That's where the violins and guitars come from, but also the acid instrument from the Green Cat, the main track. They sound kind of like strings too, but they're a little more eerie. And I kind of kick myself over this. I keep listening to it. I like to listen to my music constantly while I'm making it, and while I'm not making it, so I can see what I can change. How did I not notice? There should be violins in the back. There aren't. Still fine, but we'll fix this later.
Maybe if the cats ever come back, we'll make a revived theme for them.
We need a wild cat reprise.
Yeah, Wildcat
Yeah.
reprise. I mean, they kind of came back at the end of chapter 8.
Yeah, they did.
Kinda.
Didn't
Good,
they?
didn't they?
They kind of did.
Spoilers for
Man.
anyone who hasn't read past chapter 8.
Don't if you haven't, the cats come back. They definitely Come back, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, then again, we've already warned people about this retrospective that we're basically spoiling up to whatever chapter that we've like read to when this thing gets out. And so if you haven't read chapter 28 yet, you know, you're kind of screwed, or you're into spoiler territory for sure. Mm-hmm.
Aka Howler is 100% the main villain, bruh.
Yeah, no, there's no way. At this point.
Yeah, at this point, he's the main villain, and I really hope that Lamb Shebang and Key West get to hold hands and skip into the sunset.
Lamb Shebang is dying!
I don't think either of them are gonna make it.
No, neither of them are gonna make it. I think Lamb Shebang's dying next chapter. She is in a horrible situation.
Well, it depends on if we tune in with Paco and Usagi next chapter. By the way, I don't know if this will show up in the recording, but I accidentally tabbed over to YouTube mid-conversation and it started playing, so I hope the audio didn't...
If it did, we'll edit it out.
I didn't know that you were playing YouTube videos. Let's just repeat what we just said. What was it again? Aka Howler is the main villain. And Lev Shebang might die next chapter. There.
Yeah, no, 100%. I could bet money on that. She's kidding. Lion Eyes is a stand that cannot be used in combat. That thing is going down.
No.
Quick question, because quick question. Do you think Ningbo's coming back, you guys?
No!
Ningbros?
Ningbro Nation, I'm so sorry.
Ningbros, it might be over. It might be over.
Yeah. It's Ningbover, guys.
It's Ningbover.
Over. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm absolutely sorry.
No, but the fact that Shebang and Key West are like implied to be in a relationship makes Ningbo being there 10 times funnier. Because it's like...
He's not like...
Implied? I thought it was canon.
I'm pretty sure
that guy has
canon.
a death stare.
2 lesbians and their pet owl.
Straight up an owl.
2 lesbians and the evil and intimidating Ningbo.
Like 2 intimidating horse right there.
Oh,
anyways, yeah, chapters 6 and 7, you guys. But yeah, I think it's really cool how the music also paired really well with the sound effects that we have for Wildcat's Eyes, because I know we did a couple of them for chapter 3 and 4, when they were just kind of passively there, but now, like, I think if I remember, Koby, you made like a ton more sounds for Wildcat's Eyes for chapter 6 and 7, and let me just say, like, listening to like them still gives me chills, honestly. Like,
yeah, that one I would say is probably... That one probably took me the longest just because I had to play a lot with the various effects that were on there. So it just took a while.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the outcome is, but in the best way possible, you know? Like, chilling.
Yeah, like, especially because I remember I was like, hey, can you come up with, like, a sound effect where, like, the cats are, like, unraveling, they're gonna encapsulate them into a net or something, and then you sent me, like, one, and then, like, I was just like, okay, it's probably gonna sound a little bit silly because it's, like, our voice actors just meowing and then some string noises I hear, and I'm just like, I'm terrified. Oh my god. How did you manage to do that?
Horrifying stuff, my guy.
I know. Yeah.
Lots and lots, and I do mean lots, of just, like, smacking my head into the wall pretty much until it, like, worked.
And it worked.
More often. It worked really well, honestly. Yeah, it was... Especially, like, because I initially thought we just need, like, string sounds, but you made sounds for, like, the wires and then them, like, shaking their tails and, getting trapped themselves and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, I think, like, you know, the music, the sound effects really helped Chapter 6 and 7 be really a lot more impactful and really made that scene come alive. And I would have liked a production for Chapter 6 and 7 even more if it weren't for the visuals. Oh my god, that was...
Oh yeah, you made a little oopsie during visuals. Tell us about
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I, like, somehow, like, I did, like, the majority of the visual editing for, Chapter 6 and 7. And my dumbass did not save, like, my progress as much. And for some reason, Clipchamp decided to delete all of my progress the night before we were going to have this uploaded. And so, legit, like, I spent, like, an hour or so, like, just bawling my eyes out and being like, I can't believe this happened. Why? And
this is the kind of stuff that happens in the fandom.
yeah, this is the kind of stuff that happens in the fandom, but you don't see it because we're that professional. Anyways, I legit just messaged, like, the team. I was just like, guys, I fucked up. We already delayed, like, uploading this already. And I don't know what to do anymore. And so I had to redo... I mean, luckily I knew, like, how to shape stuff up. It was just now me remaking panels and, like, re-adding in, like, the stuff that I needed to do. But man, I was like, should I even continue using Clipchamp and try something new at this point? Because I'm like, I'm at that situation now where it's like, if I keep using Clipchamp, I might run into this problem again. But if I want to try something new, it's going to take a while for me to learn it and whatnot. I don't know. Like, maybe I should start using what Robo uses. Sony Vega Pro, I think, or CapCut, like what Reee does. I don't know.
Either way,
I'm moving away from CapCut, by the way. I still use it for my voice thing, but for video editing, I think I'm going more to DaVinci Resolve. Because CapCut is starting to lock some of its previously free features behind, like, the paid version. I'm like, no way.
Wasn't there also, like, some sketchy, there was some sketchy, like,
there was some
things
sketchy stuff a while back.
Yeah.
Always read whatever they get with that stuff like that. They'll swindle you.
I will say though, I think my favorite thing to, like, sort of edit after the whole cat size fight thing was Usagi's, like, scene in Chapter 7. Mainly because it's finally slowed down, the monologue.
Yeah.
You did a fantastic job delivering that, Reee, by the way. But, like, god damn it, Usagi yaps so much.
Yapper.
He does. He truly is the Yapperlands.
Also, I don't know if, like, our viewers have noticed, but, like, every time our gang is driving in a car, a Dua Lipa song plays.
That is never going to change unless it is specifically specified.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, so first time it was One Kiss, and then the second time it was Levitating. And so this time we had Usagi crashing the car while Don't Start Now plays. I don't know whether Don't Start Now would be a good song to play for that, but it kind of fits, sort of. Like, especially when, like, that chorus drops in.
Either way, Usagi was driving to it, so that's what happened.
Yeah, so it works. It works. It just works, as we said in the previous volume.
It just works.
It
just works.
File corruption debacle was a fright, but I'm glad the show went on.
Yeah, I remember when that went down, being like, oh crap.
We lived.
Oh crap.
I was like, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna have to delete all my socials, I'm gonna have to go into hiding.
I was literally freaking out. I was, like, staying up all night just to finish it all and whatnot, and I'm just like, this is so absurd.
Absurd?
Absurd? I was absurd once. He locked me in a bus, a school bus, and the school bus caught on fire, and the fire was absurd.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't
that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Huh, maybe I should start looking into DaVinci.
Reminds me of a
I
track.
just, yeah.
On.
But, yeah. But I mainly use Clipchat mainly because, like, it's just all online. And so I don't need to download anything else other than the video and whatnot. And then I can also, and also a lot of, like, the stuff, like, I have, like, templates already sort of set up there. That's why I would have to recreate the templates if I were to move to a different, I guess.
It would be worth it.
Not. It would, yeah, it would be worth it. Then again, how are we going to make our every 2 months deadline? We'll have to wait for a break moment kind of thing.
I'm sure we'll have some kind of break moment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we are going to have a very big break if we ever have one, but at least we're gonna have like a little swap in the people who are mainly working. So like we may have like some people come in who don't usually do a whole lot, and have them work more while the people who work a lot take some breaks. Because honestly, this is a big production. Everybody's working really hard, so it's nice to take some breaks. So always take breaks, people. Do not overwork yourself.
Yeah.
Do finger stretches. Help me.
Finger stretches. Take a walk. Rob a jewelry store. Speaking about robbing a jewelry store, Chapter 8. Wait, is Diamond a watch store or a jewelry store?
They're really the same thing. A watch store and a jewelry store. Most of the time, they're the same
where else
thing.
can you buy? Where else can you buy a wireless charging gold Polex?
Polex.
Polex.
Yeah, give
Polex
me the Polexes, please.
Yeah, Polexes. Yeah. I think, yeah, I guess talking about Chapter 8, like, compared to kind of like the high kind of like active sort of thing that we have with Chapter 6 and 7, Chapter 8 really slowed down. Which made like editing kind of a little bit easier because it's like pretty chill and whatnot. Especially like there were a couple of scenes that both Pettrull and Robo worked on that were super cool. Sorry, I think I don't know if the burp actually like was caught by my mic, but I burped.
I didn't hear it.
Huh?
I didn't hear it.
Okay. Yeah, we could cut that out. Where was I going with my train of thought right here? Like, what with Chapter 8?
It was easier because of the extra time.
Yeah,
it was
easier. It was easier, and I think we got it out like earlier than our expected deadline because of it. There was a lot of foreshadowing though, which I had a lot of fun just sneaking in while editing. Not just foreshadowing like comments that people make, but also if you listen closely in the background since the end of you heard it first in the beginning of Chapter 3, and then you hear it again at the end of Chapter 5, and then you hear it again at the end of Chapter 7, and then you start hearing it like towards the end of Chapter 8. Do you guys know what that sound is?
Godo. Wait, hold on. Is that the... No, that's Paco's sound, right?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Well, look who it is!
Hello,
hey!
Hi, I'm finally arrived. Yes.
Yeah,
Robo!
dude, we actually are just talking about Chapter 8, so you came at a good time.
Perfect. Perfect. Can I talk about it now, or is someone already talking? Can I?
Go ahead!
Okay.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah. I'm dying, hold up. Alright. Yeah, so... Part 8, Chapter 8, what am I on about?
Part 8.
Chapter 8.
Alright.
Chapter 8. Yeah, I worked on basically the intro of it. I did some interesting stuff. It was my first time back to editing the chapters, actually, because I took a break for, like, 3 chapters, maybe, or something like that. I think the last chapter I worked on was, like, 5. So, yeah, it's cool to be back, and I had a fun time working on it. Carrie, as always, was very helpful and very useful when it came to, like, what the vision was for the chapter, and she gave me a lot of tips and pointers on what I should do, what should be shown, stuff like that. So, yeah, that was pretty fun. Overall, I had a great experience, and, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loved it.
Any other questions?
Well, I did I wanted to see if anybody from the team noticed there was a sound that basically has been played in the background since chapter 3, and it's kind of made itself a bit more known in chapter 8, and I was trying to see if anybody from our team can recognize what that sound is.
I have no idea. I have not watched the chapter 8 chapters fully through, so I have no clue, but yeah.
Wow.
I'm a fake fan. Sorry, guys. I'm a fake fan. My bad. Yeah. What was it, though? Does anyone actually know?
My guess was the Charming Man, skin grating noise, but I incorrectly called it the Goro Goro, or Godo Godo thing that I'm pretty sure Paco does. So, oops.
His is Mookie. I think you're thinking of Jodio. Jodio.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Jodio's is Goro.
I'm just confusing all the stand sounds at this point.
They all kind of sound the same, as you start listening.
All fans
I
sound
loved
the
it
same.
when Smooth Operators went, Ora! Nice.
Alright, gang, I gotta head out. It was lovely to be on the retrospective this time again.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
Alright, see ya, everyone.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Oh, I think, for those, I don't know if, I think a couple of our viewers actually did notice the sound for Charming Man. And, I kind of made it so at first you think it's the sound associated with cats, but turns out it's actually associated with Charming Man. And I remember the first time I kind of made it, I sent it to Pettrull, and Pettrull was like, I'm sparkling!
I'm a glittery boy! What can I
very... Yeah. Very glittery boy. Fun fact, that, in case you were wondering what that sound is, it's actually a bunch of wind chimes, just kind of being played, and whatnot. And so, at first I thought it was maybe this is a little bit too girly, but, I mean, hey, if the voice actor likes it, then we'll keep it.
Charming Man faces his femininity.
He turns out to be a charming woman.
I don't know, but anything can happen. It is JoJo's after all.
It is JoJo, yes. Anything can happen.
Maybe he's just Anasui in a clown makeup. Whatever his
Technically,
makeup.
he can use Big Mouth Strikes Again to transform into anybody, regardless of their gender. So.
Good.
Towards the end of the part, he turns into Giorno, and he's like, dude, Jodio, I need to blend in, so just pretend we're friends. Or something.
Honestly, I feel like Araki would use that as a way, like a random disguise that he takes as a way to reference an old character.
That is true. I mean, also at the same time, even though, we see, Charming Man's face be revealed after his identity, who knows if he has a disguise underneath a disguise.
That'd be really interesting.
Yeah, maybe we just don't know what he actually looks like.
Yeah. Or maybe he's it's a Foo Fighters situation where he's actually a colony of a bunch of
He's dirt personified.
He's rock animal.
He's a rock animal.
Guys, my original hypothesis, he's Toru in a wig.
No, my original hypothesis, he's actually Joshu in a wig.
Honestly, I genuinely 100% thought he was a rock human. I saw the flaky.
I still think he is. By the way,
he might be, dude.
He's rock human, but he's part of the nicer rock humans.
There are no nice rock humans.
Dolomite,
just
hello.
Whoa. I mean, that's...
Oh yeah, Dolomite, the guy.
He was the most, what's the
zombie.
word? Agreeable, I guess, to just humans, but...
I think the Dubiwa guy was the nicest one. He's the nicest.
Wait, what about
no?
Wait, what about the doggy? That was a nice dog.
Iwasuke? He's Iwasuke, man.
Yeah. Iwasuke is a nice rock creature.
Dog.
Yeah, whatever. All rocks are the same to me.
Dang.
Dang, that's a very bigoted view, man.
Dang.
Heartless.
Crumblers. Ow.
Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Yeah.
Go back to the mines where you belong.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dirt covered.
Guys.
Sorry, I need to stop.
Yeah, we need to stop. We're like the JOJOLands fandom project gets canceled for being discriminatory against rock humans and rock
Rockphobic.
animals. We're rockphobic. Roxas.
Roxist.
Roxas.
First it was robophobic, and now it's roxist.
Whoa, I'm right here. What the?
Wait, we're robophobic now?
I'm not gonna
God.
stand for this. This is messed up, man.
I'm scared.
Anyways, Armani, this is our team.
Hello, people. I just got back actually, and I was bombarded with roxism.
Exactly.
Like,
So I'm
guys,
happy to be here.
I can't be rockphobic. I have friends who are rock humans.
Yeah,
Doesn't
charming
usually-
man. The
Charming.
shot Lulu. The Rock.
I am
Wayne?
so glad to be here.
Oh god. Oh yeah, random fun fact. If any of you guys recognize Armani's voice, he actually
Oh.
used to play, or he in one little thing he actually played Paco in an animation. We want to bring that up. Yeah. Do you remember, or do you want to talk a little bit about that, Armani? Oh, he muted.
Oh, I don't think he wants to talk about
Ask me
it.
when I get back. Okay. Yeah. Well, you guys know about it, right? He played Paco in a animation.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that to me.
Okay.
His voice actually would fit Paco pretty well, if I think about it.
Yeah. Sorry, Matt. I'm joking.
We're replacing Matt right now. No, we're not. He's amazing.
No.
Everybody on the team is amazing. We could never replace
Yeah.
anybody.
Well, we definitely got to get Armani as playing one of the characters. I'm trying to figure out like a character that he can play, though.
Hey, someone's gonna pop up soon. These the city people are getting absolutely mauled. We're gonna get a new villain soon, and I think it's gonna be perfect for Armani. Unless it's some little small guy.
What if he plays one of the Gappy sailors?
Wait. What if
You
it's
cannot
poor Tom
see
in
it,
a
and
wig?
you cannot smell it. The
What?
gas leak. My dad was warning me about the gas. The gas.
The gas.
The
Yeah.
gas.
Gas.
The gas. He was warning me
Yeah.
about the
Yeah,
gas
yeah.
in the house.
The gas.
Gas.
Stop.
Gotta step on the gas.
Don't step on it. Don't step on it. It'll kill you.
Anyways, Reee, what were you saying?
I was like, what if the next villain is just poor Tom in a wig?
I'm poor Tom.
Wait, what
I
if
guess you
Charmian
are.
is actually just poor Tom in a wig?
No, we can't keep getting away with this.
Okay, Rocky can't keep it away.
Araki can't keep getting away with putting poor Tom in places he shouldn't belong.
Mhm.
Like he's done that before. He has done that before. No, he hasn't. We're poor Tom has been.
Poor
I don't know
Tom
where poor
spotted
Tom is.
in Budapest.
We are
He's in the
so
middle
off topic. Chapter 8, everybody. What was my
Yeah.
chapter 8 was pretty cut and dry. I think.
It was. I think. Yeah. I think where music was actually kind of fun to like figure out for sure. I think Koby, you had like a really big hand in choosing the music for this chapter as well, and whatnot. Definitely. I remember you suggested for like the end of chapter 8 when like it's revealed that one of the watches is missing. Like you said, you should use the music from Diamond is Unbreakable when Josuke and Okuyasu and Shigechi are being interrogated by the banker for that lottery ticket.
Carrie, I just want to remind you that Kobe left like 20 minutes ago.
Oh shoot! I forgot.
I'm just hearing you talk to him. I'm like,
I forgot. Oh my god. Okay, cut that out.
The voices.
But yeah.
No, cut this out. Cut this.
that's so funny.
Yeah, the voices. I thought I heard Kobe's voice still here talking to me. Anyways, yeah, Kobe did play like.
Quit telling everyone I'm there.
I could still hear his voice. Also, fun fact: that music that played in the beginning is actually called Chicken Burritos. So, is that a foreshadowing kind of thing? I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? Also, at the end of chapter 8, the song is Ripples in the Sand. Another foreshadowing thing? Who knows?
Ripple?
No. Ripple?
Okay, imagine we do get Hamon back in part 9.
I mean, if you think about it, like, Paco sort of has Hamon. I mean, imagine if Paco was injected with Hamon.
It doesn't have the effect of Hamon without having Hamon itself, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you have to learn how to breathe very well when you learn how to fight, for sure.
I mean, isn't the spin from part 7 and 8 basically new Hamon?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's pretty different.
Paco, you know how, like, Jodio says that, like, eventually, like, I'll tell you guys how Paco's muscles work, and then Paco reveals, like, well, the thing is, my stand allows me to, like, rotate my muscles so I can get optimum strength and grip. So it's like, so you're saying your muscles spin?
It's gonna be like in part 8, it's just gonna be, Paco, your muscles are spinning! And we say that for 15 chapters in a row.
Jodio, your raindrops are actually tiny bubbles that are made of string that are spinning really, really fast.
No, they're not. What are you talking about?
It's a peak moment from JOJOLands, but also, oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Was there anything else about chapter 8 we got?
I'm trying to think of one right now. There was a lot of improv lines for sure. There was a couple from chapter 2 that I actually reused for chapter 8, but then there were like other lines that we kind of came up with for this particular chapter.
Oh,
do you guys have any favorites?
Speaking of chapter 8, I forgot I voiced some random like police officer in the background. I had fun doing that. That was pretty cool.
I did too!
Yeah, that was sick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to get my role. Next
Very
chapter, baby!
Yeah, when are your lines gonna come in, Pettrull? I think the main 4 has already brought their lines in for chapter 9.
Oh, yep, don't worry, I'll have them in soon.
Also, did you guys notice that there's a particular song that played in the background during the conversation Usagi and Dragona were having? Do you guys know what that song is?
What was
it? Or do you guys know the song Kill Bill by SZA?
No.
Yeah, because that song was actually playing in the background. That song was actually playing in the background while Usagi and Dragona were talking to each other. I try to make it sound like a car was just passing by playing that song. Maybe that car is Charming Man. Who knows?
He likes
like, I'm gonna sneak in.
He likes what he likes.
He likes what he likes, yeah. Although I do kind of headcanon that Charming Man actually doesn't know how to drive at all.
I mean, he is just kind of
he's just on his bike, but he never really got around to getting a driver's license, so he has to be driven around.
That's a very real statement.
See what other stuff is there to talk about with chapter 8. I think that's about it for volume 2, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as grandiose as the first 4 chapters, but it's gonna be kind of like our thing now. Is every volume we kind of talk about how production went for the volume and whatnot, and you make a bunch of comments and whatnot. I will say though, with volume 3 coming up, what do you guys hope to kind of do or see in terms of production?
My lines?
Yeah, definitely show off Charming Man. Yeah.
I want to voice a character. I just like some like named character. It's basically it. That's my hope.
Yeah.
Give me the next
I think we have you.
character.
You could be Leo, honestly.
Leo, we don't have a Leo, do we? Huh?
We don't really have a Leo, although I think for like one kind of bit thing, I had Robo voice Leo though.
Oh yeah, I did that. I don't know what happened to that. I don't remember if we.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for visuals on that. Hint, hint, Reee, hint, hint.
Well,
I'd like to voice a named character too, but we'll have
Sorry,
to
my
see
mom is
whenever
texting me.
that
What did you
comes
say?
along.
keep that in. Keep that in.
I said I'd like to voice a named character too, but we'll have to see when they come along to see who it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Got some great voices here. We gotta use them.
More music. I need to make more music. I've got a couple of things I'm working on here. There's a I don't know where or when, but some text somewhere told me that we might need an Anka Howler theme in the future. Who knows?
Things to be excited.
We just have to know exactly what an Aka theme would sound like, especially with like what's revealed in chapter 28. That visual
Definitely
goes
not
hard,
the
by the
shit I
way.
uploaded yesterday.
We gotta incorporate like religious bells, right? Like at least some religious instrument. At this point,
I
right?
don't think Anka Howler is fully religious. I think he uses it as a front. I swear.
He's a fake Christian.
Phony.
Like,
fraud. I
Wait,
think
is
he's
he
a
Christian
fraud.
or is he Catholic?
Yeah, actually, I don't.
It's Catholic. I think it's more Catholic because it's a chapel, and like you see all the Catholic kind of like icons and whatnot on there. And of course, his family's from Italy, so like I don't think the chances of having an Italian who is like a Christian but not Catholic is like very low.
He's in a chapel.
I think you're right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and especially holding that crucifix and like. Yeah, I think it's like some sort of front, like kind of like how some people use religion to justify control.
This is getting political now, guys. Oh shit, it's over. It's over.
Oh
This is
shit!
too deep
It's
for
over.
a
Gosh,
retrospective,
were we
guys.
talking about rock discrimination? Now we talk about religion. We should probably like
Uh-oh. We're gonna get banned off the internet, guys. Sorry, no more Fandub.
No more Fandub. Sorry, my big mouth strikes again, you guys.
Say that again.
That was great.
Say that again.
Give this person
Say that again.
Wait,
Fantastic.
actually say that again, or
It's fantastic.
actually say that again, or
It's fantastic? Question mark.
It's fantastic.
What are we? Some
Wait,
kind
do
of
you guys want me to-
JOJOLands?
Yes, Carrie.
Maybe-
Say it again. Say it again, Carrie. Say it again.
Say it again, Carrie.
because our big mouth strikes again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cinema. Cinema.
That was great.
Yeah, someone actually was joking about how there's going to be a chapter where Jodio jumps out of a airplane and he survives, and Jusaka goes, "Wow, JOJOLands."
I can't.
Oh,
I
I
can't.
forgot who made
Please,
that joke though.
please, I want that to happen so bad. I want it.
We're gonna. If it doesn't happen in the show, we're gonna have you just say it. Like we're gonna have that be one of the memes.
No, it's like at part 8
Oh, yeah.
when Yasuho randomly goes, JOJOLian.
She literally just straight up says, "That's it, JOJOLian."
I'm so sad that JOJOLian doesn't even reference a lion, or there's no lion in there at all.
Maybe the real JoJo lion was the friends we made along the way.
Please, I was about to say that.
Well,
Anyway, should
I
we
think that-
end the?
I think that's our
Sorry,
final
go on.
thoughts done.
Yeah.
Wait, we're forgetting something.
What?
Someone had a question about the time I was Paco Laborantes in a past life.
Oh yeah,
shit.
what was that
I had
like?
to leave because of the gas. What was it like? It was awesome. I was really hoping I'd get the role. I saw an ad for it on Twitter.com, and I was like, oh, I'll try out for that. I like the JOJOLands. And I was looking up, what does the Hawaiian accent sound like? I figured being untrained as a voice actor, I shouldn't really do it for an accent that I don't know. But I thought it was like not that serious and it'd be kind of fun. So the man I saw on YouTube.com, he told me, the Hawaiian accent sounds kind of like a Boston accent, but it's more in the throat, yeah. And then you deepen it, and that's my Paco.
Interesting.
I
Yeah, 'cause
actually
our
lost
Paco
it. Boston accent? What? Really?
Yeah,
That's
Boston.
crazy.
Guys.
Speak from Lilo and Stitch, and it does sound like a Boston accent.
All
The,
right.
Interesting.
the Bostonians. Now we know where they went.
I don't
After
know I don't know the nuances, like I said, but Carrie, you gotta take me to your class next time, your history class or whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, that was a class that I took a long time ago regarding Hawaiian history. It was kind of interesting because our Paco is English is not his first language, and so you could hear a slight accent when he speaks. And so it's very interesting to see how your
Paco as a character, honestly. Matt's accent is absolutely... Now, whenever I listen to... I think I've said this before when it comes to the voices of the characters, but now that I hear the voices, I hear like a completely different... From what I normally would hear. I hear you guys. I hear the people.
Well, yeah, somebody on Reddit actually pointed that out. They were like, have you heard, like, when someone asked, what's Paco's voice sound like? And they're like, have you seen the JOJOLands Fandub project? The Paco VA. Smack down the middle. Right there.
Dude, that's so
That's it.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think with that, we're just about done.
Oh my gosh, whoever's going to be editing this is going to have
the
a lot of
recording.
fun.
Wonder who's gonna be editing this.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Oh, Robo.
Bravo.
My mic was muted. It's not fair. I didn't know.
Skill issue, man.
Great way to end this off.
Somebody's a rotten egg. What should I say?
Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording now. So, say
Goodbye,
goodbye.
guys. See you all.
Bye. Please don't actually
Volume
cancel us.
3.
See you all in Volume 3 of the JoJo.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Laters.